Oh, hey guys. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Bucket's Garage. Great to see you guys again. Hey, guess what we got today? A Chicago generator. I know. Another generator. Hey, storm's coming. Did you hear that? See, thunder's coming. That's crazy. It's gonna be here soon, but hey, if the lights go out, we're gonna be ready for it. Yeah, look at that radar. Woo, yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's see. Oh, and this generator, I just got it at the junkyard, scrapyard. Just honestly, camera girl helped me put it up here. We just got it out of the truck. Right, camera girl?
Yeah.
How's your back?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay. Anyways, I found it down there. I just hurried up, threw it on the tow motor, threw it in the back of my truck, and that was about it. So it looked nice enough maybe to fix. Even has a surprise box here, which everyone kind of thought, hey, is that a battery? I go, nah, I doubt if it's a battery. Let's check this out. Let's see what's in it. Let's get into this generator. Holy bucket, that lightning! Woo! Did you hear that? Wow! This scary camera girl?
A little bit.
Woohoo! It's coming from the south. Hey, you southern people, thank you for the rain. It's warm. That's what I like. Look, I got my shirt off. I don't have my Allison Chain shirt on because they got dirty. So, let's see what's in this box. It's wet. Just kind of like what I thought. Look at that, guys. There's a coil in there. An extra one of these and some stickers and stuff. So, I bet you this thing has a bad coil. And you know what? Looking at this thing, it looks like it was used. Looks like they changed it. Matter of fact, look at the marks on here. That could be the way they come. A little bit of oil. Yeah, it's water. There's marks on there. But hey, we're going to check it out. Let's see what kind of spark it gets. Let's get into that. Yeah. I actually got a good battery I could put in this thing, but for now, I'm just going to use a jump box. My homemade jump box. Should work just fine. So wire is not gonna cooperate with the cover. We don't want that to touch ground out. All right. Got all that hooked up. Okay, she wants to turn over. Let's go check out the spark. So I'm going to turn this on and see if we got any spark. Very, very weak. All right, guys, so let's take this air cleaner off first. This is the first thing that's going to have to come off before you get this off. Take that off. Put that aside, because you can use that for a bolt pan or fastener pan. How about that? Get your air cleaners out. Yeah, it looks like a piece of toast, don't it? Look at there. It's a toast. I'm going to eat some breakfast and then make a sandwich here. Let's make a sandwich. Oh, sorry. All right. I know. Being goofy. All right. You're going to have 6 8mm nuts. Because it takes this plastic cover off, because you're looking at that going, how do I get the other one? How can you take that piece of plastic out, take the whole thing off? No. Just take off all your nuts here. Don't lose them like I just did on the one on the floor. My little trick is I got a big heavy magnet like this. And I like to catch them when they come off. I'll just hold it right by it. So when it spins off, I catch it sometimes. Anyway, I like to hold those anyway. Takes out your center plastic piece. Then all you got left now is two 10 millimeters here and one in the back. Now I'm not able to reach the one in the back. I mean, it's real easy, it's right here, but I mean, to get the camera back there, and it's already missing the nut. So someone before me had taken it off, or maybe it fell off. All right, now these two are 10 millimeter. You may need a universal joint to get in there, but I was able to squeeze it in there. All right. Now I like to do, because the carburetor will become loose, I just finger tight these back on so you don't lose the carburetor or the gaskets or anything else for that matter, because it's not going to be in the way. We're going to take this cover off. 8 millimeter, there's 3 of these. We're going to fix this too. So I'm going to take this off. You don't have to take this off, but it's easier, quicker, I think, especially if you got the tool. So 1, 2, and 3. And they're the short ones. Make sure you remember those are short. They're different from the rest because you don't want this grinding into your flywheel. My big old fingers can't get it there, camera girl. Those weren't on there very tight. Now look how short those are. Now look at this one. They got a long one in there. That probably just barely misses it. Look at the difference. That one really shouldn't be in there. Okay. Now we're going to fix this real quick. Since I had that off, I want to get that tightened up. So, now it's going to go this way. So you don't want to wind it up. I'm going to bring this over here. Bring this out. Better. This might help. Bring that there. Wind it maybe twice. Oop, kind of lost my spot. Look at there. Oh, shoot. All right. Get back in that slot there, buddy. There we go. Nice and snug. So it ain't out loose. And that's how you fix that. And we'll put these aside. Now you're going to have 8. There's 4 of them on here. I'm going to point them out so you can see them. That one's missing. So I'm thinking someone had that cover off already. One there. One back through here. The top. Remember, guys, these are 8 millimeter. Bottom corner. And your last bottom corner over here. Right down there. Now this is already loose. You might want to pop these off. This is for your cutoff for the carburetor. So let's take that back off. And it should come out without any problem after you have those wires off. Make sure you don't lose your fasteners. All right. And now let's take off this coil. Don't look bad. Still looks new. All right, guys. These are 2 8 millimeters. And you take off your kill wire. I already unscrewed the spark plug wire at the top. And there we go. Almost looks like the new coil. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to get that new coil on there. Oh, yeah. I better show you this real quick. Here's the new coil. They look the same, but they're different.
Well, buckets, how are they different?
Yep, they're not different. But they are. See the color and look at the thickness. Two different ones. Well, we're going to try it anyway. We're going to put it on. Because Buckets wants to know. Inquiring minds want to know if this is going to work. So, yeah. And there's marks right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on that way. If I can go this way, that coil's not going to be in the right spot. So it's got to go this way. So the wire's going to have to come through. So we're going to put that wire down here. Over this way. You don't want it going behind. So you get it fixed, run your wire back through here. And I'm going to loosely put these in finger tight because you're going to have to set this. Man, yeah, you can go by the marks that are on there. I think what I'm going to do, what works the best is a business card. So you take your business card. Matter of fact, instead of ruining one of my business cards, man, I'm going to use this piece of cardboard that's about that same size. I'm going to slide that up, and it's going to be hard for camera girl to see this. Right behind it. That cardboard's a runaway cardboard. It wants to keep running away from my fingers.
Just use business card buckets.
Well, the business card's too wide. All right. That should work. Put a little pressure on there. Tighten her up. I'm not going to go super crazy on that, guys, and just turn it. Pushes it out. Now your gap should be fine. All right. Well, let's see what kind of spark we get. See if it actually works. I kind of got my doubts, but you never know. We could do this without getting in the view, right? Well, that's a nice spark. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh yeah, that's jumping nice. Guess that wasn't the bad coil. I guess that was a new coil in that box. All right, let's put the cap back on. Let's see if she fires up. And these caps do come off. They unscrew. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like the old Hondas, man. They did the same thing. Except then they had that big old grab knob on there, which is kind of neat too. I kind of like that grab knob. Yeah, with the new spark plug in there. All right. Let's fire it up. All right, get a couple things out of the way. Gotta make sure that wire doesn't get trapped in there, just in case. I'm gonna use this clamp. Clamp it on that motor mount. That should work. All right, let's see if she's gonna fire. Gonna choke it. All right. Well, maybe not. I'm going to use some of this chemical juice. wasn't starting, as you could see. Had good spark. It was getting good fuel. I plugged everything back in. Let me show you what I did. Matter of fact, let me bring you over here to show you what's going on. So this is your wire here for low oil. Now this thing is full of oil. Now I've seen these go bad. This comes up from your ignition and goes into this little box right here. I'm not really sure what this little box is. And this goes to your coil. If I disconnect this, like that, that one's the one that goes to your coil. Yeah, buddy, you're right. As soon as you plug it in, that kills it. I'm like, okay, must be that oil switch is bad. So I unplug the oil switch. Nothing. Okay, wasn't the oil switch. So I unplugged this, same thing. All right, leave that unplugged. I'll leave all that unplugged and just leave that plugged into that little box. Nothing. So if I unplug it, so what I'm guessing, guys, is that your oil switch is fine. It's a little box shorting out. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe a capacitor. But I need to replace this. Not sure if I have one, but I'm going to look around. Let me see if I got one. I shall return. All right, found a used one. We're going to switch it out. Got even the same colors. 8mm, we'll take that off. Matter of fact, I think that was off a Honda. I can tell by the better end connections. All right. Let's see if she starts. Make sure my tools don't get in there. I'm going to put all this back together. Wouldn't you know it? Could have been this little thing the whole time. I don't remember if I unplugged the wire, but I don't think I did. Live and learn, guys. A lot of guys don't do that on the internet. They'll just like cover that up. But hey, you know what? My mistake. I should have checked that. Should have unplugged all that. Well, you know what? I did unplug it from the coil. Never mind. But hey, still. Probably had a bad coil and this one bad. Who knows? Maybe it got struck by lightning. Who knows? Backfed through it, burned it up. Well, we changed the coil and we changed this capacitor. I know you guys know what this is, so leave it in the comments what that's called. Because all I could think of was like the old points and condenser sort of deal back in the day. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to button all this cover up, put the cover back on the air cleaner. Get all that back hooked up. Holy buckets, it runs. Sometimes the craziest things happen to this stuff. But hey, this thing is nice, clean. You know, some of it's pretty cheap. This might be good for somebody that has, it only uses it once in a while when the lights go out every once a year, you know. That'd be perfect. Just make sure you don't leave the gas in the carburetor. Use 100% gas. None of that ethanol stuff that can make it turn green inside. So, I like it. It was a good price. So, I'm going to do a little tune-up on the valves, just make sure everything's all good. Cool. Another one done, guys. Yeah, I want to get back into bike stuff. The weather's getting better, even though it's supposed to be cold the rest of the week and the next week. But, hey, we're still in the garage. I'm wearing a t-shirt today. That's right. All right, and that storm's going to be rolling through. It's getting dark out there. Yeah, buddy, and it's not that late. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for coming to Bucket's Garage. Please like Al Reeves there. He's a great guy. And subscribe. Hey, really appreciate it, you guys. You're the greatest fans out there ever. Don't forget to comment too. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday. We'll see you again. We'll see you next week. Or if something happens sooner, I don't know. You know, Buckets. See you guys.